Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited. If you're new to my channel, I do unboxing and food reviews in the car, and I tend to do a lot of Daily Harvest. Well, I just got another new big box of Daily Harvest. So you might want to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in Daily Harvest, because I'm always honest and blunt and I'm always getting new products. So before I say anything, you might want to subscribe. So this is the new one from Daily Harvest. It's the Harvest Bake, okay? And it's gigantic bean artichoke. I want to say aioli, but maybe someone else can say that I said it wrong. Olio, I don't know. Anyway, if you want to see what it looks like, this is what it looks like after it's baked, by the way. But if you want to see what it looks like before, you can go to my Instagram, my TikTok, and I'll leave links below the video, and also my Patreon. My Patreon has like, this is coming up next type of thing. And you can also, sorry, I had something in my eye. You can also support me on Patreon. So, shall we jump right in? So really quick, you need to subscribe, because I'm always honest and blunt, like always honest and blunt, okay? And this is what it looks like. And it smells like artichoke dip, like an herby kind of, it smells like artichoke dip, but then I can smell herbs too. And when I took it out, it was sizzling, and oh wow. So, and I've already stirred it quite a bit. It's getting a little bit, not too, well no, it's still hot. I can feel it on the bottom. And you know, I have reviewed a lot of Daily Harvest products, like the scoops, the bites, the bowls, the pizza, and I'm always like, you know, a lot of people on this YouTube, they'll tell you Daily Harvest is good, and then they'll leave a link to get a discount so that you can both get a discount. I'm going to tell you what it is, like it is. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. I don't care. So, it smells like artichoke dip. Alright, this is really good. That first bite, it tastes like creamy. That's a big piece of artichoke. This is like a hearty artichoke. I would call this a very, very creamy, hearty artichoke. And I do not like celery, and I don't taste any celery in here. Thank goodness for that. And it's not very salty. As a matter of fact, I think I would add some salt, which is a good thing. Let's try these giant beans. These things, look at how big these beans are. Also, I normally have story time after I review the food, so I don't know. I probably will have it. Okay, I like the beans. I like that they're big. There's like a big chunk of heartiness. This is really good. It tastes like a decadent, really, really creamy and cheesy. Those asparagus are like perfectly cooked. I've reviewed a lot of bowls on Daily Harvest, and some of them are good and some of them are just nasty. This is really good. This could easily feed 2 people. I think it was like $12. Maybe put like a protein on the side, like tofu. This might be good over some wild rice. They do a sweet potato wild rice at Daily Harvest that I like. That might be good, like as a side dish along with this. You could get some vegan chicken. You know what? I'm about ready to review the Impossible. I looked down because it was on the. I'm about ready to review the Impossible Italian meatballs. That's going to go really good on this. I think I'm going to save this when my roommate gets home. I'm double dipping. We double dip. It's fine. It's not like it's going to be there for days on end, right? We'll eat it tonight. Yeah, but the beans are kind of buttery too. I think cannellini beans would have been good in here too. But they're small, and then every time you bite, you'd get a bean. This is like, there's a different texture and a different veggie going on every time, because there's big chunks. That makes it more hearty. I personally would add a little bit more salt, maybe some black pepper. And I also make my own homemade vegan Parmesan cheese, which I'll leave a link below the video to that as well. I would add that on there. But this is one of my top favorite Daily Harvest items. It's like a lot of their bowls aren't good, and then some of them are good. And then this bake one is like right up there with the top bowl. It might be even a little bit above the bowl because it's baked. And you know how microwave, it just makes things mushy. And I don't know, it's heavy. Like, I know like $12 seems like a lot of money, but it's like you get a lot. So I highly recommend this. And like I said, go to my Patreon and you'll see pictures of what it looks like when it's still frozen. It has a plastic clear wrap on it. And so let me think now on what kind of story time I'm going to have. Okay, I was going to have a long story time, but it's getting kind of hot in the car, so I'm going to make it like, I'm going to take one of my stories from the past, like a short one. I still need to tell you like the big story of my life. It's huge. Like, it's the most impactful story that I'm ever going to tell, not only on this channel, but probably in my entire life. I don't see anything more impactful than the ultimate story. And that's probably going to be on like several parts. Okay. But it's just getting hot and it's a long story. So, on the review on this, I'm giving this a solid 8.7 8. I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah. An 8 out of 10. Sorry. I have to think, like, I'm really, you know, what you may or may not like about this channel is I'm very detailed, I'm very blunt, and I try to be really like specific, you know, like the artichokes, like these taste like fresh. Look at that. It's a big artichoke. Like this is just amazing. So, what was I going to say? Okay, so let me tell you about the story. So, a long time ago, I do not recommend you doing this, and I don't want to offend anyone's beliefs here. I'm just telling you my story. So, when I was younger, I had a Ouija board, and I would play that thing in my room by myself. I know, I ain't doing that no more. And I used to play it and by myself, and it would go and it would go around the board, and it would go M-A. It would do different things, but like it would go M-A-M-A. And sometimes it would go M-A-M-A fast, right? And I contacted a little girl one time, and she had died, and I don't remember her name right now. But when it would go M-A really fast, that was like a strong spirit that would be coming through. And she would tell me, like, you know, because I'd be talking to her and it would act up. And I'm like, what's going on? Is there someone else? And she's like, yes. And she would say, stop playing. And, you know, she would basically tell me that a strong spirit's coming in. So that's one of the things that freaked me out, okay? But another thing that freaked me out one time is I was playing the Ouija board, and I think I was talking to her. I think I was actually talking to that powerful spirit, though. I don't play with Ouija boards anymore, and I'm not going to, okay? FYI, I threw that thing, I destroyed it, and I broke it up, and I put it in the trash, and I don't do that anymore. So you have to worry about that, okay? We're talking about the past here, okay? So, remember one time I was playing it, and it said, stop, listen. Stop, listen. I'm like, stop and listen for what? And it said Karen, because I had a friend named Karen, and her boyfriend name was Robert. It said, stop, listen, Karen, Robert, take, Karen, take, stop. And it would spell out listen. It would say stop, listen. And, but it mostly said stop, Karen, take, listen. Stop, Karen, take, listen. It didn't say Robert too much, which is her boyfriend. And I was like, stop and wait for what? My phone rings. I didn't have my own private line, but I had the phone that was tapped into the home thing. And I wasn't supposed to get phone calls after midnight. My friends knew that, okay? Well, my friend Karen's on the phone crying. I mean, she's like bawling her eyes out, right? Well, what's the matter? She was like, well, Robert, because Robert had given her some stuff for, I think it was for Christmas or birthday or gift. I don't remember all the details. But she was crying to me. And she's like, Robert took the gifts back that I gave him. Or that Robert took the gifts back that he gave me. And he took them back. And I can't believe he did that. Because he gave me those gifts. And she was like hysterical. Like she was crying really bad. She goes, and I was like, are y'all broken up? I can't remember if she said we're broken up. I mean, obviously they are or whatever. But I can't remember if she said we're broken up and he took it, or we took it and maybe we're broken up. But the main goal is that she was really, really hurt that this man got her these gifts and then would just take them back. And I'm like freaking out. I'm just like, because I mean, the Ouija board said stop. It wanted me to stop. It wanted me to listen. Listen for what? For the phone to ring. And it said Robert once or twice, but it said Karen, take. Karen, take. Stop. Listen. And she's telling me that her boyfriend Robert took back the gifts that he gave her. And I am like, I am freaking out. And I told her what had happened. She's like, she thought I was like making it up for her. I was like, no, I was like, I'm serious. I was just playing the Ouija board and it told me to stop. Wait, listen, Karen, take, Robert. Karen, take, stop, listen, Robert, take, Karen, take, you know. And I mean, I don't know what else to say, you know, besides that. And then also the MAMA, which was like a strong spirit. But yes, it played in my room. And I also had something called the Psychic Circle. And if I remember right, I think I was playing the Psychic Circle, not the Ouija board. Yes, I remember now. So, the strong spirit was with the Ouija board, the MAMA, right? And then I destroyed it. Now I remember, I was a little kid, right? Well, not a little kid, but you know. And so I actually, the Ouija board, I ripped that up. That was with the MAMA spirit, right? And then I got into this stuff again, which I shouldn't have, and I got the Psychic Circle, which was a really cool looking board. I mean, it had a lot of symbols and stuff on it, not just yes, no, and number 1, 2, 3 in alphabet. But that was the one that said Karen, take, Robert, and everything. So then after that, even though I was scared, I kind of didn't want to, there's a fly in here, I kind of didn't want to throw it away. Because I was like, wow, I'm onto something. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't believe, you know, I'm telling myself, I'm like, I can't believe you did this, you know? Like, you've already had that issue with that Ouija board. So, I didn't play it anymore after that. And I'm not going to. So, that's just my little story on, you know, and I don't know. I'm just like, my brain is just like, because it's coming back to me, and I don't recommend playing with Ouija boards and stuff. People can say that stuff is like, they can say whatever it is, but you know, how do you figure that out? That board would know that I would be getting a phone call. Karen, Robert, take, you know, and she was pretty stressed out. So that's my little, I thought I heard something. The wind is really windy today. It's like kite flying day, but that's my little story. You may want to also, if you can, comment, like, subscribe. And then if you can also, go to my Patreon, because I'm always like putting new stuff on there, and there'll also be options to support me on Patreon, and I'm probably gonna have like extra videos bonus on there that's not gonna be on regular YouTube. One of them is my long Mexico trip, where I was in Mexico with my roommate, and there's like all kinds of cool stuff that's happened there. And so I have like actually a lot of vacation videos, but it's on, I've said this before, it's on another account that I can't, how do I explain it? Like it's still active, but the videos are private for a reason. And to get access to those private videos, okay, you would need to go onto Patreon and go through it that way, if that makes any sense. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed the review, and don't play around with Ouija boards, okay? Have an awesome day. All right. Bye-bye.